Hello YouTube, here's a quick overview of Jelly Bean's notification bar options. The notification bar got a bit of a revamp in Jelly Bean. They say it added certain kind of in-bar options. I've only noticed that in one application. And let me just show you that right off the bat. So to take a screenshot here on this device, we're going to do volume down and the power button. So this is the Nexus 7 volume down power button at the same time. Screenshot, saving screenshot up there. Once that's saved, I'll scroll down and here are things that we have not seen before. Normally what you'd see before Jelly Bean is just this. Screenshot captured, you click on that, it opens up the screenshot. Now you actually got a tiny little preview of the screenshot and you have this big or important action option to share it. So we'll click that. Just like every other share app or every other share call, it's going to open up these actions. You can see these took a bit of a drastic change from Android's normal list. Now you're getting a bunch of thumbnails. So I'm going to share this image via Imager. Everything else from there is the same. It's just, again, instead of a list, you're getting a grid of thumbnails. So now that I've pressed that action, this is the original one down on the bottom below, copy URL, and because I've pressed the action button that was assigned to it, the action button's now gone. So I can just get rid of that by swiping right or left. That one's gone. And now I've uploaded this with Imager. Imager's given me a preview. So this is a completely separate notification. This notification had nothing to do with the previous one. The only connection is that this notification is the image I uploaded. Imager's one of the only apps that I've seen, even Google apps don't have this, that has an action. And it's allowing me to copy the URL. So if I then open up Gmail and paste, there's the URL. And so we can just, and you can see how big some of the notifications can get now. They're giving them a lot more space, a lot more real estate to the notifications. I assume that's about how they'll look as far as the size that each notification can get. I assume that's how they'll look in phone devices as well as these kind of mid-sized tablets, you could call it. But again, you're only finding that in certain applications. Even Google's applications don't have those action items just yet. So I'm going to send an email to myself and standard notification. I got the volume turned off, but standard notification, and what you see here is I sent myself this email but no other actions. Instead it's telling me my email address, which is basically what goes there is the label for Gmail's purposes. So if that was something that I'd filtered to a miscellaneous label instead of my email address, which is basically telling me this is my inbox, it would say miscellaneous. But I can't reply from there or do anything else. Now, one advancement is that it is telling me more information than just the sender, which is I think all it's doing in pre-Jelly Bean, but even the Google applications need some updates before they can give me, I mean, they're giving me, you can't see it here, but they are giving me almost everything in that email. And soon I can expect we'll have a reply, delete, forward, mark as read, but for now we'll just swipe that guy out of the way. And for Jelly Bean, what they've done, this is more of a how Jelly Bean is molding to your specific device or your device size. So Jelly Bean Let me zoom out a little bit here. Jelly Bean's given 3 device options. You got a mid-sized tablet, this Google 7-inch Nexus 7, perfect example. You're going to have phones, which is any phone, not including the Galaxy Note. I'm not sure where that's going to fall. And then you're going to have full-size, quote-unquote full-size tablets, 10-inch tablets. 7-inch devices are going to be left with this, where you have the button centered at the bottom. And you're going to have this notification bar that kind of takes up, about 3/4 of the screen, right to left, but centered, and about 3/4 of the screen horizontally. Whereas phones are still going to stay the same, taking up the full screen. And tablets, or 10-inch tablets, I should clarify, are still also going to have these at the bottom. So the only, as far as how it looks when it's dragged down, the big change is only going to be happening to these 7-inch devices. The other ones are really going to stay about the same. You're just going to have these added action items. Now, things that they could improve on is right now when I press this settings option in, oops, for instance, this is kind of a cyanogen version mod. They have the setting option to allow toggles. And I can then customize these toggles. So I can free up space on my notification bar, or I can say I want to, have instant access to my auto brightness, Wi-Fi, GPS, blah blah blah. In this, pressing that just takes me to my settings. So now, if I want to change my brightness on here, it's right there. I can just scale down, scale up, or just press auto. And here I want to change my brightness full screen. I gotta go here. I'm in on my display. I'm gonna go then to brightness. Tap that. Oh no, that doesn't work. I gotta uncheck automatic brightness and then scale it. So hopefully they'll do some upgrades to the notification bar in the near future. Another little, nice thing would be if I tap the time, date, open up my calendar, open up my clock. Beautiful widgets and HD widgets are doing that. Now it's a widget on your home screen, but those kind of calls are options. And I don't think it'll be too long before we see those. They just may not want to overload people with new options. So there's the new notification bar. It's nice. The Google still needs to add some more options internally. So something like here's the mail. Here's the music. We'll play this. And this isn't even new. This has been in Android for a long time, where we have the actions for music built in. So that's all the same. That hasn't gone anywhere, but it's nothing new. So there you go, Jelly Bean notification bar. Thanks a lot, guys. Check out my other videos about Jelly Bean and the Nexus 7.